Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a layout for the Peartree Cutfiles design team using the Easter Egg Polaroid. This was just released in April and I think it is amazing. I did go ahead and back the one off camera just to save some time. And then in the Cricut app, what I ended up doing was actually kind of mirroring, that's a mouthful, the cut files so that the Easter eggs were on the opposite side, because I knew that I wanted two photos and I wanted the Easter eggs on the outside, if that makes sense. I believe if you were to just print it normally and flip it over, it would be the same thing. So I probably could have just done that and then matted it on the opposite side, or backed it on the opposite side, I guess. So I did decide to keep the eggs the same. So I'm just tracing onto the papers, but I did want to highlight that if you are doing multiple papers, you definitely want to make sure that you first glue down what I guess you want to see on top of the image. So I did the little strip across the middle before I did the giant egg behind it. So something like this, if you want to layer it, make sure that you kind of glue down first kind of what you want in the foreground, I guess. So then when I move on to the other egg, I will do the stars first, and then I will cut the egg behind that, if that makes sense. I just wanted to highlight that because there are quite a few cut files that are kind of layered like that, I guess. And I know I've made a mistake before where I accidentally glue it down and then I have to kind of backtrack or change direction with what I had envisioned. So just a tip and trick on kind of layering the cut files here. So I don't think I make you watch all of them. Nope. But what I did end up doing was actually backing the actual Polaroid in a different color than the other Polaroid. I just didn't love the bright yellow for both of them. I did want kind of a variation, I guess. I wanted the yellow because I do end up using papers that have the yellow in them, and I think I use a yellow paper. But again, I just wanted them to kind of be separated, I guess. So I did use a scrap piece of the Say Cheese Classic Pooh collection, which I guess I should have mentioned that. That is the collection that I'm using. I might be mixing in some of the Echo Park Winnie the Pooh collection, but for the most part, I'm using the Say Cheese Classic Pooh collection. I decided to kind of center my Polaroids and then rip some papers for the top and the bottom. I am using the wonderful plaid from this collection. I just absolutely love it. And then you can see too, I decided to use a dark colored cardstock background instead of white. And that's because I cut the Polaroids out in, I think it's like a natural or French vanilla, the basil. And I just knew that because the outline of my Polaroid was a light color, I wanted kind of a darker background so they popped more. So that's kind of why I chose the blue background. There is some blue in that plaid paper as well, so it kind of all brings it together. But then here's where I bring in that yellow paper as well to kind of help, I don't know, I guess that one Polaroid not stand out so much. So for my title, I am using part of a foam title from the Say Cheese Classic Pooh, The Adventures. And then I'm piecing together letters from an old Paige Evans title sheet. So it says Egg Adventures is going to be my title. I did want to kind of add to that, so I did bring in a small floral cluster to the title here in the middle. I just thought that this overlapping space between the two Polaroids was the perfect spot for the title. It fit perfectly, actually. The Adventures did in there. The egg, I don't know. I don't maybe love the font or the size, but it works. And to me, it's good enough, I guess. So with embellishing this layout, I kind of go through the floral clusters and pick some out. I really keep embellishing the embellishments quite simple. I don't know. I just didn't know where maybe. They were already, the layout's kind of already embellished with the Easter eggs. So I didn't really feel like I needed too much. But I mean, how could you hold back with these floral clusters? They're just beautiful. So I did want to kind of bring in some of those, especially since I did add one behind the title as well. So looking at the chipboard, not really anything there that I want to use for an Easter layout, but I do like the placement of that floral cluster in the top right. So I think I am going to commit to that, maybe change the color of that small flower, just so it doesn't blend into that yellow background. Kind of just switch it up, see what I can add to it, and I guess I am completely wrong. I guess... Oh man, I just changed it completely. So I do like how in the floral ephemera, there are almost some kind of embellished journaling spots. So that one smaller one at the top, I think I'll just do the date in there before or the year at least, before I file it away. I don't think it needs, Easter and the year, but I think maybe just the year up there will work just fine. So I apologize. I thought I used that giant cluster, but I was wrong. And instead, I kind of just pieced together some of the smaller pieces up there to form my own cluster. I did add a heart with a flower to the far left Easter egg and then tucked a flower underneath that. I think just to finish off the layout, I will add this heart with the flower to the right hand Easter egg, and that just kind of helps even out, I guess, each side. I thought about adding a flower like I did on the left hand side, but decided against it, and that's going to finish off this layout. So definitely check out Peartree Cutfiles. She's got great cut files. She's got flairs, acrylic pieces, stencils, lots of great pieces, and yeah, check her out, check out her shop, support her. I hope you guys enjoyed this layout, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.